Hello and welcome to another episode here on my channel. My name is Chaosmol, and today it's finally the day where we find out about the Lost Ark business model and what's in the box. Or, well, what's in the item shop, to be a little bit more precise, because Amazon Game Studios finally gave us those information in a pretty extensive article, and I haven't really read this yet. So I am excited, but also very worried because let's be real here, it's a free-to-play game. It comes from South Korea, and unfortunately, as somebody who has also played the game in the eastern regions of where this is already available, Lost Ark has been a mixed bag when it comes to some of the items you could acquire in said item shop and what you could buy for real money currency. Some people would call it pay to win. Some other people would call it pay to progress or convenience items, and the whole community was pretty much split. And whenever I told somebody, hey, check out Lost Ark, some people would say, nah, don't you bother. This game will be pay to win. This will be horrible. And, well, we will find out if all the naysayers are right, or if there's actually a game here which is not just built on how much money they can get out of your pockets. So, with that said, let's jump into the article, shall we? Because I haven't read this yet, and I'm curious. Heroes of Arkesia. In our Bringing Lost Ark to the West article, which has been quite some time, we shared our high-level philosophy and vision for what players in NA and EU can expect in our vision of Lost Ark. Today, we share more information on the business model, along with some of the changes and adjustments we have made. We want Lost Ark to be fun and fair, so getting the business model right for our players is crucial. Smilegate RPG has made an amazing game, and we aim to honor their original design while increasing the accessibility to the game for our new audiences. Business model overview. Lost Ark will be a completely free-to-play game with optional in-game purchases, founder packs, and other bundles released alongside new content. Okay, quick note here. Reminds me of Path of Exile. You know, whenever there's a big content update coming to Path of Exile, they are also adding some founders pack you can then buy for quite an extensive amount of coin to support further development. If they are taking the same approach here, I'm okay with that. The in-game store features a vast array of cosmetic items for head-to-toe character customization and convenience items such as auto-looting pets or items that allow you to access your storage while in the field. Okay, first note. Cosmetics, I'm completely fine with. It's a free-to-play game. Go for it. Go ham. Especially because the cosmetics in the game itself are very pretty, and having some extra stuff in the item shop, I'm okay with. Convenience items. We have to see exactly what it is, but auto-looting pets, I know that some people will already go wild, but let me tell you something. Auto-looting, it's not really a problem in this game. Like, you are killing the enemies, you are running over their bodies, and you loot everything which is on the ground with one button press. Like, I would never buy an auto-looting pet, to be completely honest. You are not missing out on loot, or you don't have to run around circuits to get that. So, it's not really that important. Or items that allow you to access your storage while in the field. Here's the thing. Because you can teleport everywhere and you have a pretty huge inventory, I wouldn't even see this as important. In the multiple times I have reached max level in Lost Ark and the amount of hours I have put in there, I never had the moment where I was like, man, if I just could access my storage in the field. Yeah. That's super convenience. And not one of those convenience items where they made the whole in-game experience so atrocious that in the end you basically have to get it anyways. So that doesn't seem to be the case here, which is good. Additionally, players will have access to Mary's secret store, offering special rotating deals. Okay, Lost Ark also features a player-to-player trading post. I wonder what that exactly means. I hope they're going into details. And then there will be the auction house. Okay, the trading post allows the community to play an active role in the valuation of items and makes the economy within Arcesia highly flexible, letting players trade items as they see fit. Amazon Games has been working with Smilegate to update the business model to more closely align with Western norms and player expectations. Here are some key adjustments. Now, this is the meat, so let's get into it. To ensure all purchases in-game feel optional, it is important players have a path to acquire all items in our in-game store without having to make a purchase. Most items are available with crystals, which can be earned by trading gold at a player-run exchange. Any item without a crystal price will be traded via the in-game trading post. This means that all items will be available for in-game earnable currencies, with few exceptions such as founder packs and services like name changes, which is completely fine. Yeah, I can see that. I can totally see that. That's fine. But that's good. So in the end, you can buy basically every item with in-game currency and you can directly buy it from the players. This helps also to keep the economy under control against gold sellers. You know, especially in free-to-play games, gold sellers are going into the economy, making tons of money, or even sell like the items there and ruin the economy. And because you can directly like basically have control over the real life currency and the in-game currency and make everything tradable, that gives you a certain amount of control over the currency, and I think it's a very, very good thing to do. We have updated how pet features function. Oh, this is big. This has been one of the hot topics when it comes to Lost Ark, because the pets were a little bit too convenient in certain moments, and they were super expensive because you had to pay for them on a monthly basis. So I'm curious. Originally, players would rent features on their pets each month, and the pets would gain additional functionalities. Yeah, like if you wanted to get the best pet with all the functionalities, you could pay a lot of money on a monthly basis. It was ridiculous. An epic grade pet will be available for free as a quest reward in the early stages of the game. In our version, pet purchases are permanent, and the features that were previously rented are now available through Crystalline Aura benefits. That is the monthly thing. Yeah. Auto-looting remains a default feature of pets, regardless of wherever or not you have a Crystalline Aura active. That's perfect. And you get one for free. Sure, it might not be the pet you want from how it looks, but that's on to you. But you are not behind in functionality, and that is so important and so crucial for this. Ah, I'm happy. Like this makes me relax a little bit, because pets have been really a hot topic in the East. Like, it was bad. I was actually fearing that they would just bring the feature over here without any changes whatsoever. And if they would have done that, the pet would have lost a lot of the game would have lost a lot of players through the pet system. So crisis averted, as it seems, and I'm okay with that. We tuned the timing on Mary's secret store to make products stay in the store for longer periods of time, giving players more time to make a purchase decision. Players will now have 72 hours before items rotate out of the Mary's secret store, and then they will come back at some point. But yeah, this was also a hot topic, where sometimes people felt forced to make like a decision in 4 hours. They are at work and they're like, oh, shoot, they have this item I wanted for a long time. I have only 4 hours to buy it. Let's go back quickly and let's buy the item super quickly. And it's like, yeah, you don't necessarily make like the best purchase decisions when you are under pressure. So this is good. We reconstructed the premium service, which is basically the subscription, Crystalline Aura, to provide fair and fully optional benefits and avoid potential pay-to-win mechanical advantages. Examples of those changes include removing increased movement speed, and increased combat XP from the Crystalline Aura benefits, and adding in some of the PC Cafe benefits like half-price chip tickets and free tripod trips. Yeah, there was another hot topic issue, that movement speed and the combat XP. Like the combat XP was fine. I never felt like leveling was a big problem in this game, but movement speed, you move faster. Always. Yeah, you have an advantage in PvE, in PvP, right? Like it gives you more time to react to anything which is happening around you, and it was such a crucial point, and that is getting removed. And they're adding half-price chip tickets and free tripod trips. I will be brutally honest here with you. Nobody cares. The money you are losing through teleportation and ship tickets, especially later on in the game, it's like if you have played like World of Warcraft or even Final Fantasy or any type of MMO before this, and you have like a fast travel option. Like sure, at the beginning those fast travel options are kind of pricey, but later on nobody cares anymore. And it's the same thing here. It's like cool, nice, but whatever. So good. Good. Put that in there. In-game currency overview. Like many other free-to-play games, Lost Ark features several in-game currencies that serve different purposes. Below is an overview of the in-game currency in Lost Ark and how they are used. Can we click on this? Yes, we can. Wonderful. So, let's have a look. Royal Crystals. The only currency purchased with real-world money. What you can use it for. Royal Crystals are used to buy crystal packages, cosmetics, and other items in-game. Okay, so this is pretty much standard here. Yeah. Crystals. Earned by completing certain quests, achievements, acquired with royal crystals in the store, or acquired with gold through in-game currency exchange. Crystals are the main currency used to acquire in-game items, including items from the Mari's Secret Store. So there will be plenty of ways to get the crystals. Okay, and then there will be items which fall under the royal crystals. And I think that's a very important distinction. Like, we have to see which items will be available with the royal crystals and which items will be available with the crystals. And if the only thing you can buy with the royal crystals will be, well, cosmetics and all that, then whatever. That's good. Because the rest you can just earn. Gold. Earned by completing certain quests, raids, or exchanged for royal crystals through the in-game currency exchange. Gold is used to get consumables, gear, and reforging gear in the endgame. Yeah, this has been in the game for eternity, and I know what some people now will say. Oh no, that means you can get real money and get gold with it, and then with the gold you can like get better gear, consumables, and reforging. That's pay to win. Yes and no. Think about it a little bit like in World of Warcraft at this point, or other MMOs where you can basically use that currency or that real money currency and exchange it then to gold or an ETH online, when you can basically like get the plaques and then transform the plaques into money, right? It's the same thing. Like, believe me when I tell you, the amount of gold you are getting in the game, it's not that important. Like, you make enough money. You make enough money. In all that time where I've been playing the game, I never felt like I have to invest like any money into gold. You farm enough. do one raid a week, or even like just the daily dungeons, and you have so much gold. It's really not important. Silver, earned through most game progression activities, quest, combat, environment, chests, etc. Silver is used to acquire common materials, repair gear, move from continent to continent, use tripods, and purchase items from the in-game vendors. Yeah. Like, again, silver is non-important at a certain point. Gold is then the currency you are using the most in the end game. This is when you want something out of the item shop, like some, I don't know, some like cosmetics or something. And this is probably for the stuff like crystal packages, cosmetics. So we have to see, of course, what they really offer. Like, here's the problem. I know that some people really desperately want that this game is pay to win so that they can say, yeah, I've told you. But it really seems like they have been thinking about this, and they have made a lot of changes in comparison to the Eastern version. And it comes down in the end to what exactly we can buy. So this seems all pretty fair to me, especially that you can earn the crystals by just doing quests, achievements, and so on and so forth. So, or you can even like use the gold, which is also like super important. All right, but we are not done here. Founder pack overview. Interested adventurers can prepare for their odyssey by becoming a founder. Your founder's pack will equip you for the many journeys ahead by granting you access for the upcoming closed beta, a 3-day head start at launch, and stuffing your inventory with plenty of exclusive items to aid you on your adventure. You can find the full list of content, pricing, and information on here. Okay, we have already taken a look at that, and yeah, it's a lot of convenience item for the first 4 hours, 5 hours of the game, and then afterwards it's whatever. Looking ahead, during our closed beta test beginning November 4th and running until November 11th, players will receive 40,000 royal crystals when they first log in, but no real money purchases or monetization systems will be active during this time. So this is all what you get. You cannot buy more crystals. These royal crystals are for the closed beta only and will be removed after the beta along with the items you get with them. Since we are actively testing and refining the monetization system in-game during closed beta, players may see remnants of the original business model or parts of unfinished systems that are currently being tested. As this is a beta test, we may discover that some revisions are necessary and may make further changes as a result. We appreciate your patience and would like to hear any feedback you have on these systems or decisions. So folks, before we are going into panic mode, I know that is very hard for some people. If you see something in the item shop and you have the feeling that a lot of people are not happy with what you see in the item shop, make it clear. Constructive feedback. Not going to Twitter and screaming at the developers. That will not help, and they would definitely not listen to you. So make a constructive feedback if you see something. Like, this is basically our chance we have right now, or the best chance, to make active changes to the item shop and make sure that the item shop is benefiting us players, but also benefits the company in getting enough money so that the development of this game continues. So I'm not saying that you should ignore the problems or anything. I mean, I haven't seen the item shop yet, so it would be dumb for me to defend whatever they will have in it, right? But make it constructive criticism. That's what I ask. But so far, I have already seen some important changes being done here, which I wasn't even sure they will touch in the Western release of this game. And that's very important. Because I think if any of those things would have come to the Western release, Lost Ark would have been toast. So, good. It seems like they are listening and they are aware of the problems. But with that said, that was it from me. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. There will be, of course, more Lost Ark videos coming out in the next few days and then over the course of the beta, because we have a lot to discuss. So if you enjoyed this video and you're on your way out, I would appreciate if you leave a like. If you didn't like this video for whatever reason, well, the dislike button is right next to it. And if you're new to the channel, you want to see more gaming news, more Lost Ark content, reaction to certain gaming events or videos, and tips and tricks for new games coming out, I would appreciate if you leave a sub. That would help me out greatly. And also tell me what you think about this business model. I'm very, very curious to hear some voices of the Lost Ark community and how do you think about them. With that said, thank you so much for watching. I see you next time. Stay safe. Bye bye.